Hey, what up? It's Graham13. How you guys doing? Got a new pickup video. I don't know. Don't have much to say. Let's get started on it. Got a lot of stuff. So, this stuff I picked up at Goodwill and Salvation Army equally. I came across a lot of Dreamcast games, which doesn't happen too often. Now, I've had my Dreamcast since 99, but you know, I traded games a long time ago, and I just was left with not too many Dreamcast games, and that's one of my favorite systems. So I was happy to find some out in the wild. My demographic, or the demographic that I'm in down here in Florida, I don't think a lot of people had. Too many people down here had Dreamcasts. I can tell you that it's virtually invisible of Sega Master System stuff, and I think that's just the demographic here. I don't know. I'm sure I could look it up and research it, but I'm just thinking. You know, I'm just spitballing. But all right, so I'm gonna start here with the Atari. I found this. Now I am a huge Galaga fan. Galaxian, it's a little slower, but I love it just the same. And I found on the Atari 2600 Galaxian, and it's in great shape. Get a look at that. Found that for $1 at Goodwill. I found this at the Salvation Army, and this was 99 cents. And I already have this loose, and I already showed it in a couple pickup videos ago, but it was boxed, and it has all of the, it has the cardboard insert and the manual, but it is the Super Nintendo version of Super WrestleMania. So I was pretty stoked to find that for $1. I mean, you know, and it's in alright shape. It's, you know, as far as boxed Super Nintendo games go, this one's in pretty good shape. Alright. Make some room there. Both of these Super Nintendo games I already have, but I found them for $1. No, or, I'm sorry, actually Salvation Army 50 cents a piece. And first one is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. It's in really good shape. Another good one here was for $1, and I already have this one too, but mine wasn't in that good a shape. And that's Mario All-Stars, or as my Canadian friends say, Mario. It's Super Mario All-Stars. It doesn't matter. I mean, seriously, it doesn't matter. We're all brothers. We're all brothers, man. We're all from North America. Yeah, not all. Except my buddies in England, and anyway. Alright, now let's move on down to the Dreamcast stuff. Now, some of the stuff here is, you know, they're not my favorite genre of games, but still, some are, some aren't. But I'm willing to try them, you know? Even sports games like NBA 2K for the Dreamcast. Now, I got all of these at Goodwill for $1 because I had to search for these through a big bin. They just throw all bunch of crap into a bin, and I get to go through it for $1. And I found a bunch of these Dreamcast games. So we got Sega NBA 2K, and all of these are complete and in good condition. Namco Coliseum Volume 1, which comes with Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, Galaga, Galaxian, Pole Position, and Dig Dug. NFL 2K. I don't have much to say about it. I haven't played those. Now I did play this. This is pretty cool. Caesar's Palace 2000. You know what you're getting into. It's a casino game. If you have problems with gambling, I wouldn't play it. It's a lot of fun, actually. I want to put on my leisure suit, or I want to put on my my bleeding madras pants and pull them all the way up to here, and just be an elderly person down here in Florida whenever I play Caesar's Palace 2000. Crazy Taxi. Great game. Anybody who's played this game knows The soundtrack will drive you nuts, even though it's got two great bands, Offspring and one of my favorite bands, Bad Religion. It's they just cycle these two games. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, fucking headache. I don't want to hear no more Offspring, and I damn sure don't want to hear that song by Offspring. This one, I played this. Great game. And surprisingly from Acclaim, but this is a good game with a very weird premise. Shadow Man for the Dreamcast. It has a really cool premise. You're, you know, this kind of, you're in the spirit world, and then you get to go in the real world. You're possessed by a voodoo mask in his chest, and I don't know, it's cool. Good game. I recommend that for the Dreamcast. I also found another copy of that, so I snatched it up too. To be good for trading, because I know there's a lot of guys out there who like NFL 2K, and maybe I can do some trades with some people. And last but not least, for the Dreamcast, Ultimate Fighting Championship. Yeah, buddy. I didn't play this one, and I'm not a big UFC guy. I would rather play this, you know. I'd rather play the fake wrestling than the real UFC stuff, but, you know, it's just preferences. It's in really good shape, and give it a go. Alright. And for the PlayStation 1, I found a lot of games for this. These, again, I found at Salvation Army and Goodwill. I think most of these are from Salvation Army, and they were $1 a piece. But I found MLB Pennant Race. I really hit the jackpot on some sports games. I don't mind baseball games, quite honestly. I like baseball games. RBI for the NES, you know. I love all those. I love all the Baseball Stars, Neo Geo. I love baseball games. And I love hockey games. So I was really psyched to find this. This is one of my favorite NHLs. NHL 2000. It's a really good hockey game. I mean, you know. Moto Racer. Self-explanatory. You ride around on a moto. Rallycross. I like these games too. Frogger. Greatest Hits Collection. That's alright. This game's a lot of fun too. Very addicting. I did play this. This one, and it's in great shape. In fact, it looks almost brand new. Like it's never even been played. It's the greatest hits of X-Men Mutant Academy. It's a fighter, 2D fighter, well, maybe 3D fighter. 2D/3D fighter. It's in the vein of Tekken, but kind of Street Fighter-ish. I played as Cyclops, and of all people I could pick, you know, you've got Storm, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Gambit, Beast, and I pick Cyclops, the guy whose one move is he shoots an optical blast. But he probably wasn't the best one to be, but anyway, kind of reminded me a little of Eternal Champions a little bit, you know, kind of tough opponents, but and not too satisfying. I got this mainly for my kids, and they loved it, and I played it, and it's a fun platformer. It's SpongeBob SquarePants, Super Sponge, and I like it. I have fun with it. It's a 2D platformer, and I think SpongeBob has some of the best comedy, and it's so underrated, but good game. So yeah, so those are my PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast. The next bit I found are PlayStation 2 games, and I found some really good quality ones. You know, I love the PlayStation 2. I've got a bunch of them behind me. I play it all the time, obviously. So first off, which this is a find that demographically down here in Florida, it's hard to find. All these are complete with manuals. But this is Katamari Damacy, whatever, how you pronounce it. But Katamari Damacy, I hate that name because I can't freaking pronounce it. But you see there. Gauntlet, The Seven Sorrows. All of these I bought for $10. Trigger Man. It's by Crave. It's a Mafia-style game. I did play this. Kind of reminded me of Punisher for the Xbox, but you know, it's like a third-person game. So far, it seemed kind of generic, but it had, you know, I didn't give it that much chance yet, so don't hate. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. One of the weak Mortal Kombats, but I gave this a go, and Jesus, there's like 60 people you can be right from the start. And there's unlockables too, so I thought that was pretty cool. Me and Logan gave this a go, and I mean, we just had a blast picking different characters to be. So, Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Demon's Stone. It was sealed, but I opened it. I'm like that. Brand new. Great game. It's a Forgotten Realms game. For those of you who aren't as dorky as me, but for those of you who don't know, Forgotten Realms is a Dungeons and Dragons world. It's one of my favorites. It's one of the ones that most of Dungeons and Dragons mythos comes from the Forgotten Realms. You know, the Icewind Dale trilogy, you know, Drizzt Do'Urden, all of those come from the Forgotten Realms series or world. And this game is really cool. You can be, which it kind of reminded me of a Trine, you know, for the PlayStation or the Xbox, XBLA, whatever, the online. It kind of reminded me of Trine because you can be, you know, a mage, a rogue, or a fighter, and it just has that kind of play mechanics. Very fun though, and and it's a one-player game. So, which with Trine, I liked it better as a co-op game, and I thought this would really have been a good co-op game. It's done by Atari, and Atari is one of my favorite development houses. Still, I still think they make quality games. So, oh, this one is a PlayStation 1 game, but it's in a DVD type box. But it's Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, and again, I got this for my kids. But I popped this in, and it was just what you would think. A third-person Buzz Lightyear game based after the cartoon. Let's see there. Not the Pixar cartoon, but the cartoon, like the after-school cartoon or whatever. I have this game, but I don't have it boxed, and that is Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. Great game. I love this damn game. And again, I have this game, but I didn't have it boxed. I have it boxed, but with one of those real shitty GameStop boxes that I hate so much. But that's Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Great game. And last but not least, for the original Xbox, I picked up Project Gotham 2. I love this. It is, now, let me tell you, I love racing games, I really do. But there's two kinds of racing games to me. There's like your Gran Turismo Project Gotham. That takes racing and makes it a realistic, like a sim. But then there's your Burnout Paradise and the Grand Theft Auto part of racing, or, you know, those kind of games where it's a racing game but highly exaggerated, still fun. I like those more because, I mean, if I know what a real driving experience is. Been driving for a long time, but you know, I like jumping off bridges and doing barrel rolls and crashing into all sorts of stuff. So, but I know you can't do that in Project Gotham, but still a great game. And what else do you say about it? Great game. Now, it's time to vent a little bit because I have one more thing to show as a pickup, and it is a vent because it's about Skylanders, and you know, these things were so masterfully marketed that You know, and the thing is it's based around a decent game. Gimmicky with the little figures, but still. I mean, these things are going for ridiculous prices for, you know, the Target exclusive and the Toys R Us exclusives. I mean, I had a real pain in the ass finding these ones. And I mean, it's not for lack of looking. I stopped by Target, stopped by Toys R Us, but the shelves are just devoid of any Skylanders down here. But I called around and GameStop had a few. Amongst them was this, the Pirate Seas pack. And of course, $20 for this. Comes with Terrafin and a pirate boat and a treasure chest and swords. And these are like for a different world. That it opens up a different world in the Skylanders universe. And I found Bash, and he is one that I, of course, don't have, or I wouldn't have bought him. But anyhow, that pretty much is the extent of Skylanders here right now. I still can't access any wind areas in the game because I can't find the wind exclusive from Target. I did see Asian Guy Gamer picked up an ice pack that was like this, and I haven't even seen that one, so good find, Asian Guy Gamer. But this is the kind of bullshit I get to find. And the Dark Crypt one. I could have bought the Dark Crypt, but I decided to go for the Pirates theme. I don't know. But anyway, those are my pickups for this week. I had a little bit of a hard time getting this video out because, you know, I've been sick, you know, haven't been feeling too good, and today is a day. I was going to actually have Logan do this pickup video with me, but I wasn't feeling so good, and I just kind of wanted to get this done, and, you know, the next one will be a little better, a little slower, and I'll probably have Logan on it with me. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you soon. All right.